What is the most devastating kind of problem? One that no one knows about. Many people believe that the mental health system sufficiently helps those in need, but that couldn't be further from the truth. There are 744,000 homeless people in America. 250,000 of them have untreated mental illnesses. There are more mentally ill homeless people than the population of Des Moines, Iowa. There are over 2 million people in U.S. prisons. An estimated 1.25 million of them have mental illnesses. There are more mentally ill prisoners than the population of Dallas, Texas. But why do they end up there and not in mental health hospitals? Mental health institutions do not have sufficient funds and resources to effectively treat the number of people in need. 6% of Americans suffer from severe mental illness. The more debilitating disorders such as schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, and major depression can prevent individuals from leading normal lives. Even if they do seek help at a mental hospital, many are only drugged into apathy, not truly helped.
One of the problems is we're trying to treat people before we really know how to treat them. But research is another area where it's harder and harder and harder to get funds.
Once they are released, they regress and again find themselves trapped in a vicious cycle. Untreated individuals find it difficult to do things such as find housing, care for a family, and even maintain a job. Unable to deal with the stresses of daily life, afflicted individuals spiral deeper into mental illness, and many eventually find themselves homeless. On the streets and lacking needed treatment, mentally ill individuals have a greater risk of being arrested. Untreated, they commit usually small and preventable crimes, landing them in prison. There, the cycle only worsens. Prisons house 3 times more people with serious mental illnesses than mental health hospitals. In prison, mentally ill individuals often do not receive the treatment they need. Their conditions are only aggravated by the harsh and stressful environment.
They aren't designed to help people with mental health problems. It's not what the prisons were meant to do, so they don't do a very good job.
Tony Lester, a mentally ill inmate in Arizona, told his family he heard 2 voices in his head before incarceration. After imprisonment, he heard 7. Prisoners declared mentally incompetent to stand trial receive treatment but are forced to return to the prison afterwards. By the time they return to the court, the treatment has become ineffective and they have to relive the process. But how can we stop this vicious cycle? Stop sending the mentally ill to prisons and care for them in effective hospitals. As Jamie Fellner, director of Human Rights Watch, put it, prisoners are woefully ill-equipped for their current role as the nation's primary mental health facilities. The money wasted on never-ending trials would fund research to find effective treatment and allow many of these people to live healthy lives.
Often people with health issues don't have a strong advocate, so there's no one really speaking or educating on their part.